In. Oh, that's interesting. Usually, when I hit start recording, it says you haven't done a thing. Are you sure you want to continue? This time, it didn't. It's just straight up recording. So that threw me out. Hello, everybody. This is a great start. Today we've got a little FPS. Little FPS between me, myself, which is Mod, and my good friend here.
Hi, I'm Gwin, and I'm playing Bisig with a little sailor cat who has been adopted by crabs.
Yes, everybody loves Bisig. And if you haven't listened to All Washed Up, I might recommend you listen to that game before this. A, because it's a hilarious game, the players did such a good job, but also because there's a little thing that happened between these two characters, and that's part of the crux of this game. So yeah, All Washed Up. It's in the one-shots games, maybe? I don't know. It's certainly in there's something funny going on. So you can listen to that first, and it's a good shall I start the setting, or would you like to do that, Gwyn?
No, yeah, you can start, yeah.
Okay, so for those of you who've been following the adventures of Alibi, who is also, and is in fact, Delta Song Danger, who is a goose who is supposed to be exploded and dead, and he's been living under a number of false identities. He's having to move because he's kind of got way too outed, and the Yakuza are way too interested in Alibi, so he's wearing a number of different disguises to get out of town and is heading towards Ghibli. So we pick this up pretty much directly after Get a Horse, and we are... Currently, he is dressed up as a rabbit, who is called Seamus Always. The worst possible accent I have ever done. I'm so sorry. Oz, if you're listening to this one again, I have tried to improve it. I can't promise it's much better, though, because I'm just grossly incompetent at Irish. I'm very sorry, everybody. I really am. But yeah, so Seamus, in inverted commas, has got a cart full of presents and is, as it were, using it to make deliveries on the way to his next stopping point, because he found that riding on a horse for hours and hours was really uncomfortable. And then, oh look, someone wanted to distribute some parcels, and he was like, I'll take the cart to the next stop. Don't pay me. I just want to sit on a cart and not a horse. That's the deal. He hates work, is the other thing. So if this counted as work, he would hate it. But because he's like sort of getting something out of it and it's a favour, it doesn't count. It's fine. So I'm clip-clopping along the road, and, I don't know how we meet up. So Gwyn, do you want to, come up with a situation where you might come across this situation?
I mean, I'm not I haven't really thought about it much either.
I mean, why would Bisig be on a road, somewhere outside of Toontown?
I mean, she travels a bit actually because she's trying to earn money and decided that the adventuring life was the best way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to earn money to buy herself a new ship because the one she had met an unfortunate end, let's say. And right now I was thinking that maybe she would be traveling towards the independent islands because she has some unfinished business here. I think that's more or less where she came from.
That sounds good. I imagine the Independent Isles, which is like as it sounds like, it's a little broken up piece of land at the top right of the continent, which is made of little islands. They'd probably be pretty good at ships, considering. So yeah, that's great. So you're on the road and you're heading in that direction, which is towards the east. I would like you to make a perception check.
Okay.
It's a very low DC. A 14. Yeah, that beats the 12, which I was hoping for. And you hear and feel the rumble of hooves and wheels on the road behind you, so you do not get squished. Of course, you would not get squished, because what? The horse is perfectly sensible creature and would not run over a poor little cat. However, you don't have to worry about it too much. You step out of the way in time. However, this cart is heading in the direction you are, and maybe you're feeling a little bit tired. What do you do?
Oh yeah. Uh, yeah. Suddenly, I can't remember the English word for that.
It's okay. Try and describe
I
a
mean,
run.
uh, uh, I mean, maybe um, she can wave to um,
To the driver. Okay, I will
to
see if the
the
driver
driver.
notices. His perception is a plus nothing, which I love. 13. I'll say that you're just too short. Like, he can't see you. He's not paying
Very
attention.
short. That's fair. She's a very short little cat. I mean, I don't have numbers, but it's if a regular cat stood on the back leg, so
Hmm.
uh, it's
Well, the cart is moving past you. Are you going to try and shout? Are you going to try and climb on the back?
give it a shot. Um, oh gosh.
Sorry, did you shout something? I did. I think I might have missed it. If you did,
No, no, yeah. I mean, sorry, I'm a little scattered right now. Just got I need to get into things. Um, yeah, I think she would uh, uh, shout something to try to attract his attention, like, "Hey, I'm going in that direction. Do you have room for one more, perhaps?"
okay. I'll say he hears that, but no, no perception required for that. He pulls on the reins and looks around for a minute, and then leans over. And in fact, the person on the cart is not much taller than you. Ducks and geese aren't particularly famous for being tall, but neither are rabbits. And this is definitely a rabbit. I mean, how could you not suppose that this is a rabbit with its big, long, white, fluffy ears and his little fluffy butt tail? So he says, well, hello there. I didn't notice you. What did you say? Are you going in my direction?
I'm going this way, and I've been on the road for several days now, and I was thinking maybe I could hop along for a ride for a little bit. Is that okay with you?
He gives you a smile, which is definitely trustworthy, and he pats the seat next to him at the front of the dog cart, and no dog attached to the cart. It's just a confusing name, folks, and implies that you may clamber up on to the cart next to him.
Yeah. If I need to roll something or just let it happen.
Oh, that's true. I mean, go on, make an acrobatics just to like climb up, or athletics, whichever you prefer. It's not too hard.
So,
This is more for
uh,
comedy than anything else.
yeah.
A 15. Yeah, you easily amble your way up to it and land next to him with a satisfying squash and stretch. And he says, well, nice to make your acquaintance. Unexpected though it is. My name is Seamus. What's yours?
Um, People call me Bisig. Nice
Bisig.
to meet you.
Ah, well, that makes sense, considering the look of you.
And I think uh, the little crabs who accompany her would pop out. Sometimes they hide in her pockets or under her hat, and so sh- they would show themselves and like wave,
Ah, for
say
the love of
hello
Crunkle,
to.
where did you come from? Oh, look at you, you got a whole family with you.
Yeah, yes, these are my parents actually.
You don't say. He manages to sort of swallow whatever expression he might have wanted to make. Actually, no, wait, I should do the right thing. I will make a deception or performance. Yeah, deception. I mean, let's use that plus 7. Why not? Oh, a 21. He looks a little bit like he was about to be surprised, but really he just looks very happy to meet them. And yes, it's unexpected
Oh,
to have even more people, but hey, the more the merrier. And I want you to make an insight roll.
okay. Um, uh,
An 8. You just think this is a
okay.
really nice rabbit who is just being really generous.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Mhm.
But no, no reason um, without you. I mean, it just lets you up around for the ride. Um, so I had an important question.
Mhm.
Is Seamus wearing the same shirt as Logan was?
I think he is. You're right, absolutely. And he wasn't expecting to meet someone he'd met
Hmm.
before, so he wouldn't have bothered changing the colour with prestidigitation. Yes, he is uncannily looking a little bit familiar in terms of the shirt he's wearing. But you know, it's like a lumberjack shirt. There's a couple of tunes that wear those.
Yeah. Yeah, should I maybe roll something like history or like, I don't know, insight to see if she remembers?
Yeah,
Or
history, roll history.
because
And I
I
mean,
I assume it was a while ago.
yeah, I think
Uh,
so. It was like a couple of months now, for sure.
okay, history.
And 11. You feel like you've seen
Mhm.
it somewhere before, but you just can't put your finger on it. You just can't remember where.
Maybe she just thinks it's a nice shirt.
Oh, that's very sweet. He likes people who appreciate fashion. Do you have any questions for your mysterious driver?
I mean, if they're going to drive for a while, she's going to maybe make a little bit of small chat, like, oh, where are you headed? Or
Pretty
uh,
much anywhere but here. Well, no, that's not strictly true. I'm heading about as far as east as I feel like going. I'm just taking this here cart and making a few deliveries on the way to do a favour for, well, a complete stranger, to be honest. But you know, it's a lot easier than sitting on a saddle for 7 hours. I'll tell you that. And you sort of sense that shake of the head that the horse gave was a sort of yeah whatever. You know, I can't help it. But he says, actually, now that you mention it, how about you, as payment for my very generous services, you help me out by scuttling on to that door over there. I believe this parcel is for there? And he suddenly gets out one of the parcels that's behind you and like lands it on you. I want you to make a strength check.
yeah.
A 10. You are fairly squashed by this fairly large parcel. It's half the size of you. Oh, we've got some audio issues there. I can't hear you.
Oh no,
Oh,
I
you've come back very strong all of a sudden. What's your response to this?
think, yeah, making being squashed noises, or maybe it's just the audio suppression thing again. But yeah, she agrees. She'd agree because yeah, it seems fair. Um, if you're letting me um um uh hop along for the ride, I can try. Uh, but um, you'd have to be able to. to um,
Oh, well, perhaps your companions there can give you a hand. They do say that many hands make light work.
yeah, it's a tiny. I don't know if that much much brain.
I'll tell you what, I'll let you do
I mean, yeah,
another strength check, but with advantage because they're helping you, so it's like the assist function.
okay, okay, yeah, yeah. The crabs are trying to help.
Oh! The power of Crunkle! Oh, your little crab fam has come through with a nat 20 plus 5. So you want to describe how this works?
Um, um, ah, I mean, I think it might be really rather funny if the crab just, put themselves under um, the package and just lifted it or throw them. So it kind of looks like the package is moving on its own.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I think for a nat 20, I think it's just funnier if these crabs take the parcel, zip up to this doorway of this little cute little
Yeah.
cozy cottage, dump it on the doorstep, stack on top of each other, press the doorbell, and then like come back to you, and that's your first delivery. A wild success.
I mean, yeah, yeah, with that 20, maybe it can work, yeah.
Your companion is a little slack jawed at this. They're mighty little things, aren't they?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
He lets them back on with perhaps a little more respect than initially, and you travel on for a bit.
Don't,
And I'll say that
don't underestimate the crowds.
yeah. And every now and again, you hop off the cart and you take a parcel. There aren't any that are quite as heavy as that one, and it all goes fairly smoothly. And Seamus stays on the cart because, he very sensibly explains that someone's got to stay on the cart in case, someone tried to steal it or something, and he's not being an idle bastard. That's just imagination. And we come up to the
And
last. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
Bisig is like 3.5 years old,
Oh,
so she's not going to question it.
oh my god. There's so many babies. So many babies on this server.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. 3.5-year-old sailor cat. My heart. Okay, I feel horrible
yeah.
now.
For if I thought toons get adults at 5 years old. I think that was a number I saw floating around in the beginning.
Yeah, some of them just appear fully formed, like Isabella Book just
So,
has always been the age that she is. Anyway, so you
so
successfully
yeah,
make a couple more of deliveries, and then you come to the last parcel, and it's again, it's not very heavy. And are you happy taking this one to the door of the place?
yeah, sure. She's on the first one, so
Cool. Okay,
do I have to
you are
roll
going to
something?
take. Well, it's easy. You get up to the doorway. It's a nice little cottage. It's got quite a long path. Like it's got a sizable one of those cottage gardens with like foxgloves and cabbages growing in it, and a pitchfork with a robin sat on it. And you get up to the door, and I want you to make a perception roll. An 18 is very good.
Ooh.
Okay, you notice two things simultaneously. The first thing is, like, when you've got to the door and you've put the parcel through the letterbox, it's small enough that you can do that. You notice that there's a sign on the door, and it's small enough that you couldn't read it before you got to the door, and it says, "Beware of the dog." And at the same time as
Oh,
reading this, you hear very big, loud woofing.
oh, she can't read, so she wouldn't know anyway.
Oh
But
my god, she can't read! Bisig, no! Well, anyway, well, there's a dog.
cat,
There's a
she's a
dog.
cat.
She's a cat, and there's a dog.
Uh, uh, okay.
What do you do?
First, their first reflex would be to run away. I'm pretty sure. So,
Okay, I want you to roll
like
athletics then.
uh, you know, tail gets all fluffy
Uh-oh.
and she, oops, oh, that's a 7.
That's a
So
7. What
maybe
happens? I
she's
think you trip over with a 7. That's pretty bad. That was a 2 plus 5.
yeah, maybe she gets she gets paralyzed with fear or something because I mean I don't know if you listen to the uh, I mean, she had an FPS with Pilcher Rat and she met some other dogs and
Mm-hmm.
she didn't have a great time. So, uh,
Oh dear. Unfortunately, that d20 I just rolled, which was a 6, that's Delta's perception. Seamus is sort of dozing on the cart, like it's all been going so smoothly, he is not even watching. He has not heard the dog, he is kind of half asleep. There is a gigantic Great Dane that is bounding towards you.
oh no, oops.
What do
Uh,
you do, baby? You have many
um,
spells, you have things that you can do, just reminding you. Don't die.
oh no. Uh, I think um,
I can't believe I killed Bisig.
I don't.
F in the chat.
Um,
Or F for the chat, actually.
uh, she uh, I mean she can. I mean, it's, I mean, either she's. I mean, I have two ideas. Either she's going to grab a fishing rod and try to use it to defend herself, or she's going to try to be like, please don't kill me, and like try to persuade the dog not to. I mean, she does speak with animals,
She
so
does.
she is, she's a Frankenalicious, so she does have speak with animals, so I think she would use that speak with animals and just be like, uh, I'm just delivering a letter or parcel. Please don't kill me.
Okay, roll persuasion.
Uh,
Ooh, a
mm,
13. I mean, this is a guard dog, and you're a cat. I'm gonna say that's gonna be a 15 to pass at least. Um,
oh,
the dog sort of hesitates for a moment and kind of is like, because usually the people that it's chasing don't talk back, especially not in that sort of way. Unfortunately, this dog is not vastly intelligent. You're a cat, and it's still gonna chase you.
yeah. Okay. I mean, she's going to try to run away again, and maybe uh, um, while yelling to Seamus, start the car, please.
And what? And he wakes up and notices what is happening and is like, oh, well, didn't expect that. Sorry about that. Can you make it out all right?
I know. I got a 16 for athletics.
Yeah, okay, you have
So,
actually got up and started running. And what I'm going to do is
yep.
roll athletics for the dog as well to see how fast it is chasing you. A 14! Oh my goodness, it's so close! It's so close! It's like literally on your tail and it is snapping and it is snarling and it is very, very scary. But with your 16, you just scramble over the garden gate in time and it smacks into it a la cartoon style and bounces twice and lands on its back end. Slightly dazed. You have escaped the garden just about.
Um, I, Bisig is jumping onto the cart and as fast as she can, and probably uh, the Puri actually hung onto Seamus,
Yeah.
like probably maybe with their claws out, actually, like trying to
Yeah.
creep completely, pressed and creeping and kind of, muscles all tensed up
Mm.
and completely fluffed up.
Okay. Now, I just rolled a d2. Those who are familiar will know that I do that sometimes for Delta to make the good or the bad decision. I got a 1, which is the good decision. And not only did you actually have a helping hand to get onto the cart, because otherwise he would have just been like, start the cart, goodbye, dog, goodbye, scary dog. But no, he does help you onto the cart. He didn't speed off without you. And even though you are clinging onto him with fairly pointy cat claws, and I will be honest, Delta isn't actually a huge cat person. He's more of a dog person. However, in this situation, the roles are definitely reversed, and he does not complain about the fact that you're giving him a little bit of a needling. That is like, well, terribly sorry about that. But you made it out fantastically quick, I'll give you that.
And oh, I don't think she talk much. She's
Aww.
probably shivering a bit, and the grandparents are trying
To calm
to
it
pat
down.
her to calm her down.
Okay,
Do,
I'm
do you
gonna
have
do
do you have
something.
many do you have many package left?
Oh no, that was the last one. In fact, I think you've earned a rest. How about you sit in the back there? Or would you prefer to ride the cart and I can play you a little song?
Oh,
I don't have a song prepared, but with an 18 in performance, I think it's a nice mental image that you and the Crab fam take the reins and really what knows where she's going, so you don't have to worry about it too much. And he plays on his ukulele for you with an 18 probably being
that's
nice and
nice.
soothing for you.
Mm.
So, whoops, he felt kind of
Okay.
bad about that. Whoopsie.
It's okay. She's been through it.
Oh, that's not okay. We don't want Bisig to be going through anything worse.
I mean,
Uh,
how our first game went.
that's true. That's very true. I think
Mm.
to wrap up this particular scene, so you arrive where you were going to. He delivers the cart to the person, and we were both going to get 5 gold for the favor. However, Delta felt really bad about what happened to you, and he already has enough money, and he's actually not all about money. It's heavy. Gold is heavy. So you get 10 gold.
Ah, yay! I'm going to have to write it down somewhere, but
So yeah,
I
add that to your
I
character
was
sheet.
thinking that this Dick is a very honest person. I think she'd want to split the gold anyway.
And yeah, I think you depart ways on a happy note. And
Yeah,
after
but
this, we
yeah.
move to another location, which is under
But,
your control. Do you want to describe what's going on?
oh,
This is later in time when the guise of Seamus has been dropped. Thank goodness I don't have to do that terrible, terrible impression of a bad. Like it was a bad impression of a bad Irish accent. I don't know what to say. I'm really sorry. But now he is Brock, the blind badger. He's also recolored Watt at this point so that she's not as recognizable as the same horse. So she is now, I'm gonna say she's pink. Yeah, I've got a pink horse.
that's nice. um, um, okay, so Delta and Watt are on the road, or so would it be? So it would have to be after the FPS with Blink, and if it's broke.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, because he invented Brock on the
Okay.
spot and then met Blink. So yeah, this is post
Okay.
that game. So we are sort of basically in Ghibli-ish territory now. Certainly, sort of getting into it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really I didn't really think of a particular setting. I think they were just like on the road, and so maybe just roll perception check to start this off.
Okay, well, I'll roll with a disadvantage for Delta, but then I can roll for What, who is also essentially big. Okay, that's an 8 already, that's bad. Okay, so Delta, and that is to say Brock, does not notice anything. This is understandable because he has his eyes closed, because that's part of the disguise. And also, like, he kind of likes doing this. It's easy on the eyes. He can just lie back on this comfortable saddle. He's like made it more comfortable by putting a blanket on it. He's like basically half sleeping on this horse. Also, like he's not big, so you can just lie down. It's like one of those Western style saddles with like a roll on the back, so he's using that as a cushion. So the horse has also a +0 to perception, because just an ordinary riding horse, so you can get those stats. Oh, a 3! Wow, what? You are half asleep. Okay, neither of them notice.
Okay.
I mean, an 8 and a 3. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't see anything out of the usual. There might be some weird little rocks on the side of the road.
I wonder if those are actually crabs, but ain't no way I could tell with an 8 and a 3.
Yeah. Funnily enough, now that you mention it, these little rocks are kind of orange-red in color, and they appear to be moving.
I'm sure that's perfectly normal in Ghibli. They do it all the time.
Trying to run alongside your cart.
Oh my god. I mean, the crabs can interact with Watts, and they do have little pincers.
Yeah. Should I roll something? The crabs are definitely trying to. The rocks are definitely trying to be noticed, but
it depends on what the crabs would try and do. Like, if they're just trying to visually get their her attention, I could roll perception again.
I think, but I think they would be like stacked on top of each other to appear taller, but there's still 3 little crabs, so it's not apparently it's not very effective.
Okay, I'll roll again for what? A 15. A 15's not bad.
Oh, maybe the crabs. So maybe the crabs got a little flag, or probably a handkerchief, considering the size.
I got a tiny flag. Yeah, that's enough. Three tiny crabs stacked on top of each other and waving a tiny flag would get anybody's notice. And what shakes herself out of the slightly sleepy daze that she'd fallen into, and she says to the crabs, because as we all know, in the rule of cartoons, all animals can just talk to each other because, they're sensible like that. And she says, What? Oh, it's you. Hey, how are you?
The crabs are from the crab recognize her. The crab pause for a moment because, but do we know each other? And but then yes, wait. I should mention that the crab don't exactly speak. They have a form of sign language to communicate with Bisig.
Should I? I mean, I guess that's kind of like a. Does this horse know sign language for crabs or not? Do you think that's even remotely plausible? If you do, rule of funny, I'm happy to go with it. If it makes life easier, basically.
I mean, the thing is, with Delta playing a blind badger, is if Watt doesn't know how to communicate with the crabs, they're going to have a hard time.
Yeah. Okay, I'll say that Watt. I'll say that Watt does speak sign crab.
Okay.
CSL, crab sign language.
Okay, so the crab have a little pause. So do we know each other? I don't know. And then they're going to sign that that we need help. Um, so
Alright, you don't know who I am because I'm in disguise. Anyway, forget I said that. Sure, I can help. I don't know about the fella who's riding me, but I can try.
um, um, yeah, um, so they're going to to just gesture to please follow us, and they are pointing in a direction that's like maybe a little farther away from the path. So
What follows them just unquestioningly? What is a very nice horse? Not a very hugely wise horse, but hey, she's doing her best.
okay, I mean, does Delta say anything about that? Or
Is Delta even
did
awake? Let's see. An 11. No, he doesn't even notice that they've left the path. He is asleep.
Okay. Um, so so what follows the crab? And you arrive at a little campsite. You know it's I mean it looks like it was done in a hurry, like a little place where you could make a fire and a kind of makeshift shelter with a fishing rod leaning on the side. But um, um, and do you want to roll perception or
Yeah,
something?
let's
Or?
do that. I'm just gonna ignore Delta. I'm just gonna go with the horse because like Delta is asleep. 14.
14. And the crabs are leading you, and inside the makeshift shelter there's a little cat, a little grey cat lying inside on the ground, with a blue coat wrapped around her in like a blanket, and she doesn't look too good.
Oh no. Oh
um,
no, is she sick? Oh, I will be so sad.
yeah,
I mean,
maybe you can.
with
Yeah.
I mean, should I just go off
So
that perception? Because I think horses are pretty good at telling when something is wrong with an animal, having worked with them.
yeah, yeah.
So,
So yeah, she definitely looks. Um, let's
Alright,
see.
rise and shine, Sleeping Beauty,
and she bucks Delta off, and I'm gonna say that he can't save against that because he was asleep, and he falls off the horse, and is like, what is? Oh my god! I just do not ever do that again. What is the matter? And he is using speak with animals because like he knows that Watt did that and that's rude, and Watt says, "You got a problem." What? Apart from you, what is the problem? Oh, wait, I mean, what? What is the problem?
you got a sick cat.
What? Oh, hey, what? And he is going to get up, and would I be easily able to perceive this, or?
Um, uh, I mean, I think the crabs would try to lead you. Um, since they can gather and uh, um,
Okay, I have been led into the tent, and if I'm maintaining the blind thing, which I think I am because it's just interesting, shall I make a perception check?
mean, the crabs would. I think the crabs would try to convey to what that Bisig is sick and they need help because they're just little crabs and they don't really know how to fix this.
Okay.
And
yeah, that's easy because what can be the interpreter? So what explains what they just said. What actually tells what's going on. Terrible jokes. Okay. I think this is actually enough for Delta to abandon his blind thing because like this is a situation and he's like, crabs? Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Oh shit, it's my friend. And yeah, he like I mean, also these people don't know Brock. They don't know that Brock is blind, and also the whole blind thing is kind of like gonna get in the way of him fixing the cat. So I'm gonna do a medicine check, I guess.
Yeah. Go to
Guess what he has in that as a
see if you
bonus?
can-
He ain't got shit. A 10. He has no idea what's wrong with this cat. He like does the thing from The Little Mermaid and holds Bisig's foot up to his ear and is like, I can't hear a pulse. That's rather concerning. And he goes to the right end of the cat and does put his paw on her forehead because he's seen other people do that. Can I ask what temperature Bisig is?
Okay, I mean, maybe I don't think she would really have a fever, but she does look dizzy and obviously tired. And
Oh dear, that's not good.
there's a crab.
How about I try? Just try and feel. Well, hope she feels better. And he's like trying to maintain the voice and also like not kind of panic because doesn't like this. And he is for the first time because he's just got this. He's traded it out. In fact, though he doesn't know it because his magic kind of just does stuff. Like that's one of the deals of playing this character. He is going to cast Cure Wounds. And he's only going to do it at first level because he doesn't know what he's doing. So that's a D8 plus 4.
And
And it's a contact thing, so you just get like 12 hit points recovered to Bisig. That was an 8!
Okay,
I just noticed I rolled the maximum amount. Oh my god.
oh wow! Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it would be enough for her to start feeling better. I'll be honest, I didn't look up like how illness or something works in D&D, so I'm just going to improvise that.
Yeah.
But I think it's enough for her to kind of wake up a bit, maybe. Or at least, open her eyes.
As soon as he sees her do that, like his instinct to maintain this character kicks back in, and he closes his eyes and is once more definitely a blind badger called Brock. He says, now that's looking better. How are you feeling?
I mean, I miss the sea.
Miss the sea. Well, that sort of seasickness. I'm afraid we're probably quite a long way from it. He says this without knowing. Are they close to the sea or are they very far away?
Wait. Oh my god. Okay, so I think then the crabs will try to convey, to explain that they were on their way to the independent island, but they thought it would be quicker if they went by land. And the problem is, Bisig had never been so far away from the sea for so long. So she started to feel dizzy and then she passed out. And so she's land sick, effectively.
Yeah,
And
I get it.
and so
I've got an idea, actually. Brock looks very contemplative, and he is thinking about the sea. And what happens is, this is like, again, like his magic just kind of does its own thing. Or rather, Lalu, who is constantly looking after this goose. My God, I don't know why she bothers. But prestidigitation is a marvelous cantrip, so I don't even have to use a spell slot. But you can create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect, such as a shower of sparks, a puff of wind, faint musical notes, or an odd odor. So suddenly it's like there's a sea breeze in the vicinity, and you can just on the verge of your hearing hear the roll of the waves.
yeah. That's good. That's good. I was, thinking of maybe some things you could try to do. I didn't know if you had the prestidigitation.
Oh,
Or
sorry.
I didn't remember if you had
Oh, I never
prestidigitation or not, but
I never gave you my character sheet. I'm so sorry.
Counts. It's fine. But yeah, I had some other ideas or things you could do if you want a hint or
Yeah,
something.
sure. So
Maybe you
yeah, you've got
can-
this sensory thing which might be sort of meditatively.
I mean, maybe you
soothing.
can roll.
Roll.
Yeah.
What should I roll?
I mean, she definitely you can tell she maybe you should roll insight or something to
That's
see
a
if
very
that's-
good idea. What a clever thing to do. I do actually have a +1 in that. Oh my God, there's the nat 20. Oh, I knew it. I knew it was only a matter of time with this guy. Holy shit. Okay, what do I do?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I mean, you definitely see that you're on the right path. Um, uh, so so yeah, maybe you get another idea. Maybe you could try to carry her around while making sort of wave-like motions.
Oh my God, you
Or
want me to
you
rock the
could
kitty?
Try to. Or you can try to, sing a sea shanty if you know that,
Oh
or
my gosh.
tell a pirate story, or who knows, or role performance that. Or...
Okay, yeah, sure. All right, I'll roll performance then. So yes, Brock very gently picks. Oh, actually, I should roll strength, huh, to try and pick up the cat.
And she's a cat. She's not very heavy.
Okay, but I mean, should I?
Yeah.
Okay, because I have a -1 in that. A 17. That's not too bad, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's good.
he does scoop her up and brings her out of the tent, so she's in the fresh air, which will help, probably, and starts to rock the kitty and sing a little sea shanty. I can't think of one. I am not great at making up music on the spot like Launch.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Shall I roll performance again?
I mean, you rolled pretty good earlier, so you don't really have to if you.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
Or
yeah,
maybe
he's never sung in this voice before, but.
But yeah, well, maybe with advantage if you.
Okay. Oh, that's very kind of you. Okay. It's a +4. That's a 15. That's okay. Oh, there it is again. Holy shit! This guy rolls nat 20s all the time. It's actually frightening. I can't. Anyone who's been listening to like the playlist of the Alibi games, I mean, I would love to hear how many nat 20s he's actually rolled over all the games, because it is kind of terrifying at this point. So yeah,
that's wow. I mean, with that, I think it's cured because wow, nat 20.
I mean, yeah, he rocks that cat very convincingly like a boat and sings a very nice grizzly badger-voiced sea shanty, which would be adorable if I could invent one on the spot, but I can't. TikTok sea shanty hashtag. But yeah, we succeed in that performance. Is
Yeah.
Bisig feeling any better?
So yeah, I'm going to say she's basically cured. I mean, she's feeling a lot better. Um, she opens her eyes. She looks a little bit confused because, oh, hello, new person, who are you? And but then the crabs would, uh, you know, briefly explain things to her. So and uh, I think she'd actually start purring
Oh no! I'm
because
gonna die. This is so cute.
it's nice. She's feeling a lot better, and this person is being very kind to help her like this, and so
I'm sorry
I
for
think
taking liberties, but you looked like you needed some comfort, and your little friends here have communicated to my friend that you're a little bit seasick in the homesick sense, not the seasick sense.
that's what it was. Uh, thank you very much, sir. Um,
It is no problem at all. And puts Bisig down very gently.
oh,
Now, is there anything? I can't believe I'm asking this. Is there anything else that I can do for you before I leave you be, as it were? Internally, he's going, "What's wrong with me? Why did I ask if there was anything else I could do? This is weird."
I mean, Bisik would, shake her head and tell him, no, I think I can manage. Thank you so much. And the crowds would be cheering and just they're communicating that they're very, very happy that you help. And I don't think they have. I don't think they have. I didn't think of anything could give.
Oh
but,
no! We don't need any more rewards for this guy. He doesn't deserve them.
I mean, they're definitely shaking hands with him.
Yeah, that gives him a nice warm toasty glow, and like he remembers what Blink Lightly said about just doing nice things for no reason, and he's like, maybe there is a reason. Actually, this feels nice. So he nods farewell and gets back on the horse, and I think we transition to the next scene and setting. That was adorable. That was really cute. Okay, so finally we are in Ghibli proper. Like we are properly in the beautiful Miyazaki landscape. It's really gorgeous. Oh my god, the lush greenery. Oh, it's so relaxing. And Alibi can finally be Alibi again, and he missed being this fox, which is weird because he was kind of starting to resent it after a year, and like part of him is like, Lalu, you clever girl. So this whole having to move thing and go through a few different outfits or personalities has made him more grateful for this particular one. So like he actually feels much more comfortable. He's in his old purple coat and got his stuck-on nose with a little bit of an extra dab of glue this time because it kind of fell off once. That was awkward. And yeah, he's in Ghibli. I think he's put Watt in the stable, like he's found somewhere to stay, and he's walking around the town. And this is the town. Oh, did I not make up a name for this? Let's make one up on the spot. This is the town of Kauai. That's Kauai, not Kauai. And yeah, he's walking around, and he's heard that there's a temple somewhere locally, so he's looking to see if he can find it.
Okay. And as it happens, Bisik is also looking for this temple because a little crab parents are actually also followers of Crunkle, which is a crab deity.
Crab deity of love. We'll post a picture of that if I can find the Crunkle picture. And I'm gonna say, because it works, this is a temple for Crunkle. That I think that's just nice.
Okay, so they're going there to, pay their respect and maybe show music show music around too.
Okay, I think we should both make a perception check to see if we notice each other.
Yep.
Oh, Dice Plus has fallen asleep. Come on, Dice. That's an 8. Oh, this guy. An 8!
That's so bad.
Can we actually go for the gag of them walking around and looking up and they walk into each other?
Yes.
'Cause
Yes.
that was an equal fail, so I think this just works. And we collide with a suitable toony sound effect and go bunk bunk onto our respective back ends, and Alibi is about to say something resentful and snarky until he looks up and says, "Oh, Bisig."
Sorry, sir. What? And she's this. And she's she's a little bit surprised because it's this guy I have never met before in my life called me.
I'm gonna roll deception real quick because he realised what he just did. A 19. Okay, he recovers fairly smoothly and says, sorry about that. I'm a tiny bit psychic. It's a bit of a problem. I sort of, it's not very powerful, but I can sometimes guess people's names before they've said them. It makes things awkward. Let me help you up there.
I mean, it makes sense. It's a common name for a cat where I'm from.
You don't say. How very, very fascinating. Where are you from, by the way?
I'm going to I'm from Saint-Mialo, and it's a little port town. It's where I'm going actually. I'm on my way to the Independent Island, and I was just stopping there to see the site and just this temple right there.
What a coincidence! I was
Because
looking for the temple as well. Perhaps we'll have better look together.
Yeah, why not?
Splendid.
So-
Now let's go along.
And he offers you the crook of his arm. He's in a terribly good mood to see you.
Oh,
He's like actually happy to see you. Like this doesn't happen to him very often.
it's cute. I mean, she would take his arm.
Yay. Okay, and off we go.
She's met some friendly strangers lately.
I mean, how about you roll me an insight?
Okay.
Considering this is a complete stranger who's just decided to be all buddy with you. I'm also here desperately trying to remember Alibi's voice because it's been so long since I used it. Oops. Oh, 3. You have no idea why this person is being so friendly. It's just a really friendly fox.
Yeah. Never seen him before. Never seen anyone that looks.
Never, ever with a 1.
It's completely normal that she. It's completely normal that he would somehow know. Nothing to worry about. It's fine.
Yeah. I think with the two of you together, let's make an investigation, because we are looking for a place, but it's effectively, an advantage, because we're looking together and having a nice time, because we can ask people.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is again! Oh my god, with these nat 20s.
No.
This is...
Oh man.
This is
the
3!
third one.
This is 3 in one game. This happens all the time, and I don't want to jinx it, but it's actually fascinatingly in character. Oh my god. Okay, so Yeah, you find it good.
Yeah.
You happen to like just walk past a signpost that just says where the temple is, and it's like the easiest way to get there. And you start walking up these steps because it is up on top of a particularly sacred hill, and it's nice. It's not too hard because I rolled a nat 20. It's like the easiest, nicest path, and it's very lush and beautiful greenery around. And you're about to walk through one of those very beautiful, ornate gates. You know, those, oh, bother, what are they called? You know, there's really Tory archways, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we should both roll perception, or I could go off passive perception. It's, well, Evan, I might not have to anyway.
My passive perception is, I think 15.
Oh no, it's fine. I think with an 11 and a 5, neither of us noticed. We're just having a nice conversation with each other and enjoying the view, but not looking up. and yeah, I think suddenly there's a sort of a breeze, one of those beautiful Ghibli animated breeze with the leaves that go flying, and you hear a voice on the wind saying, "Stop."
But did you hear something?
Me? Oh no, I didn't hear anything. And with a 5, he definitely didn't hear anything. He's continuing to walk. What do you do?
And she was probably looking around, but with an 11, she wouldn't think up. So maybe she'd tell him. I think I heard someone telling us to stop.
That I think Alibi would stop and listen a little harder, and that breeze happens again. It says, "Good, stop! You are not worthy to enter." Well, that's a bit rude, don't you think? Where are you? I'm not anywhere. That was a really crappy way of asking you to make another perception check.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's your 20. There's a dirty 20. Alibi is just annoyed and kind of like, I just want to go to the temple, dude. What's the matter? With an 11, doesn't notice. But with your dirty 20, you look up at the archway, which I've already forgotten the name of. Yeah, it's a Tory archway. Thank you. And it's there's a thing like you thought it was just the archway, but then you notice that there's this an ornate carving on top of the topmost bar of this thing, and you thought it was just like a wooden creature thing, but it's turned its head to look at you.
She's going to tug on Alibi's sleeves and point up.
Ah, yes, that's the thing, and you've pointed it out to him, so now we can both make an Arcana check.
Oh,
to see if we recognize what the hell this thing is. 14.
What's my
That's not good.
Arcana? I never use Arcana, so
neither do I. That's why I wanted to put one in. Oh, 17. You've heard of this creature from your adventures at sea. It's an unusual thing, and you only see it in Ghibli. So Alibi is from Toontown, and well, not Toontown proper, but like not particularly well versed in this country's mythical beasts. And this is an Otoroshi, but this is Orotoshi, the Otoroshi, just to make my life difficult. And Orotoshi scuttles down the right hand bar of this structure and sits in between the posts, so it is barring your way, and says, "Unworthy, unworthy."
Well, that's
you can roll.
What are you talking about?
You can ask that, and also I would like you to roll insight.
The one she had a natural one.
Yeah, I've got a +1 down. A 6. Oh, there we go! Oh, this is your time to shine. Again, Alibi is just like annoyed. Want to go to the temple? What's the matter with you? Excuse me? How dare you call me unworthy? Do you know anything about me? No. So he's doing the sort of celebrity, do you know who I am? He looks so affronted. Bisig, with a 21, again, this makes sense with your Arcana roll. You recall detail about these creatures is that they like to eat small animals and wicked people. They're basically not bad creatures. They hang around on these sort of archways to protect holy places. And they will attack people who they do not think are worthy. And it is apparently saying this of you.
Bisig is a small animal. Probably rather worried at the moment.
Now, listen, what right do you have to say that we're not worthy? I'll have you know that I have friends in high places. And Alibi sort of nods upwards because he is very much favoured by the goddess. And he is very much up himself about it right now. And, yeah.
But, yeah, Bisig is going to try to explain to him that... I don't know, my brain is...
It's okay, you can just say you relate the information that you know about this creature.
Yeah. That's,
okay.
That's protecting sacred places and stuff.
Well, we're not going to cause any problems, and again, what do you mean we're not worthy? Do you mind? Not worthy, you are not worthy.
It is actually pointing at Alibi. It is not pointing at you, Bisig.
I mean, Bisig hasn't known him for very long, but he's been a pleasant person so far.
Liar, wearer of many faces, liar.
And this time I'm going to roll deception, but with disadvantage. Oh, that's already an 11. That's a real stinker. Yeah, 11 and 13. Alibi, who has been so friendly and so confident so far, suddenly looks oddly shaken and okay, that's kind of weird. And he's creeped out. He's thoroughly creeped out. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. What? Stop. Don't listen to it. I don't know what it's saying. Let's go down the hill again. We'll find another way up. I'm sure there's another option available to people like us who are worthy. Was that insight?
Yes, that was another insight.
You're confused, basically. With an 11, you don't know which of them is telling the truth.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I
am going to do something if you don't have an idea.
No, I don't know, yeah.
Okay.
Because...
I'm going to do this at advantage, which has already succeeded, but let's see. Oh, okay, we'll go with the 17. While Alibi is looking at you and trying to say, like, I'm not sure this person is trustworthy, you should definitely not listen to him. And the thing suddenly jumps on him, on his back, and pulls off his hood.
Oh.
And you see a very odd sort of thing, because it's kind of like you're still trying to see the fox that you thought he was, but this fox doesn't have any ears, and it has like blonde curly hair, which looks really weird, especially with the white on his face that's like not orange like it should be. And then you sort of click and you're like, oh, that's not a fox, that's a bird of some sort, and he's got a fake nose on, and that tail looks really unconvincing now, and you realise that this person is not a fox at all. And I would like you to roll history.
History.
Level 5. You don't, however, know who Delta Song Danger is. You have no idea who this bird is, but you're quite aware of the fact that he's been lying about who he was, and he's squawking up a storm. He does not like this thing being on his shoulders, and eventually, the creature just like slides off him and just points accusingly at Delta Song.
Oh my. It would make sense that she wouldn't know who Delta Song is because, as I said, she's 3.5 years old.
Oh, baby.
A year ago, she was still a child. Basically, she probably wouldn't have paid much attention to what happened.
But how does Bisig feel about this?
She's well, I mean, right now she's probably kind of a bit freaked out because I mean it's a weird situation. Like she was she's probably kind of stepping away from Delta at this point and like trying to she's confused. She doesn't know what's going on, and the beast is a bit frightening also, especially since it can eat small animals and she is. So I think she should just look up at Delta and ask him, "Who are you?"
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. I mean, it doesn't matter who I am, does it? Does it really matter? I'm kind of like appearances don't make up for personality, do they? And he's trying to look optimistic about it, but with that accusatory paw that's pointing at him, like from this mythological creature that's outed him, he doesn't even have the willpower to make a deception roll. Like, he is feeling kind of flummoxed and not great about this situation, especially since you explained like this is a thing that can see your alignment, and Delta Song is chaotic neutral. Very, very much neutral, but he's also kind of been lying to you, so this creature is aware of that. And after a sort of awkward pause, he sighs and pulls up the hood again and says, "Hey, little buddy, I mean, let's be chill about this, yeah?"
And do I roll something, or do I just let?
It's entirely up to you. I feel like this is more like a character reaction. So, like, he's, as it were, talked to you in Dugan's voice from All Washed Up.
Yeah.
And he does the little finger guns thing that Dugan was so fond of doing.
So she's going to pause for a moment, and you can see maybe gears turning up in the background, and then she's going to ask, "Dugan, is that you?"
Dude, you remember? Oh, I'm so touched. And perhaps,
she's going to jump at him. She's going to jump at him.
You get a big hug, and he says, "Well, I'll admit that not every appearance has been particularly favourable for you, but perhaps you can forgive me in the long run, perhaps?"
She's going to be so confused, but like, Togan, it was you. You just completely disappeared after that the first time we met, and I sent you a letter, but I didn't know if, and it was the Seamus and the kind badger who helped me earlier, and she's just trying to make sense of what's happening, and
He's going to roll his... oh, good, it's above a 1. So he reaches into his hammer space and pulls out the little crocheted doll of Dugan that he got as a present. And yeah, you definitely sent him a letter, and he's like,
I had such a great time with you little guys, but the problem is, like, those people that we kind of got involved with, they don't like me at all, so I have to keep changing what I look like, and now you know, which is unfortunate, because I really need people to not know who I am. I'm not sure if you do know who I am. Do you know who I am? And he pulls off his hood again and looks at you.
And she just has no idea who he is, but
you know what?
So
that's fine.
She's
I'm not even.
She's making a very confused face, but then she would nod, and then she said, "Yeah, I understand. I'm not going to tell anyone about you."
Are you sure? I mean, like, I kind of pulled your strings a bit.
Oh, well, you helped me. When you were Togen, you saved me and my and Nom and Amy and all the people the Yakuza had taken, and well, maybe I don't know your real name, but names are complicated, and people call me Bisig because I was a cat, but I don't know what my cat parents would have called me either, because I've never met them, and my crab parents call me something different. So who cares? I mean, if you're in danger, it's a pretty good reason not to show your face, I would think.
Oh gosh, the thing about the parents got him in a place, because I don't know if you know this, but like, yeah, he's an orphan too. Tragic parent death is a common ailment of the Frankenali species. It's an often caused. But yeah, he just looks really sort of heart-warmed and heartbroken, and gives you a big hug, and is just like, he can't actually talk for a moment. He's kind of choked up. And I'm gonna do a roll for the monster. Interesting.
I think she would think for a while and say, maybe I was a little surprised knowing that Dugan and Seamus and Brock were created by someone else, but that doesn't mean that even if they don't really exist outside of you, they still had a positive impact on many people, and I'm glad that you were there to help me back then.
And the D2 that I just rolled was not for Delta, that was for the monster, and I rolled a 1. And it sits patiently watching all of this come out, and the fact that it did come out is a positive thing, apparently. And the claw is retracted, and it sits looking rather solemn, and then says, "Worthy," and crawls back up onto the archway, and is made out of wood again, and is part of this archway, and it seems to have been appeased.
Oh, yay.
Well, now I'm a little anxious of going up there, frankly, but I am curious. Do you still want to go? I understand if you want to leave now?
Um, I mean, if it's a temper for Crunkle, I think it's going to be okay.
Oh, you get like the biggest, softest, goofiest "I love you" smile, and he holds out a paw for you to hold, which you by now know is not a paw, but is whatever the equivalent is for a bird.
Yeah, she takes it. She squeezes from it.
And I think that's how we leave it. We have this sort of slightly A.A. Milne, Winnie the Pooh-ish scene of these two holding hands and walking up the steps to go and pay their respects at the temple of Crunkle, who is the crab god of Anquil, but most importantly is the deity of love. That was so soppy. I had a whole conflict planned out if we needed to, and it was just like, nah, the dice wanted us to be soft today. That was
Okay,
so cute.
that's wholesome.
Oh,
Cute
wholesome
ending.
content.
Oh,
Yay! Okay, that's
Yes.
cool. Oh, thank you very much for playing this game with me. Yay.
thank you. I was a little nervous at times, but I had a lot of.
Yeah, it worked out. It was good. And Bisig is just adorable. I love this cat so much and her little crab family. Okay, I'll do a little video editing and get this recording up when I can. And thank you everybody who was listening live or later. And yes, we have entered a slight new chapter for Delta Song in that he's starting to trust people, and he's in Ghibli now and
He's
can
got
be.
a friend.
He has got a friend. Maybe he'll make some more soon. You never know. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at this. And that was great. Do you want to say goodbye?
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.